Sometimes a person stays silent, not because there is nothing to say, but because saying anything would change nothing. Words were spoken before, promises were made, still something feels unfinished. When the rain begins to fall, it feels as if the weight inside slowly sinks into the ground. Loneliness becomes softer. Breathing becomes easier. Rain never asks questions. It never demands explanations. It doesn't judge what you did or what you failed to do. It simply exists. It listens without interrupting. Maybe that's why people feel comfort standing under the rain, because for once, no one expects answers. Silence feels less heavy. Thoughts stop fighting each other. And for a brief moment, everything feels honest. They stood next to each other, close enough to touch, yet separated by something invisible. This distance was not measured in steps, but in feelings. No one looked back. No one spoke first. Some silences are not meant to be broken. The rain spoke instead. Each drop carried a memory. Laughter that once felt easy, glances that said more than words, sentences that were never finished. Sometimes a person does not want to leave, but does not know how to stay either. In moments like that, time slows down. Breathing becomes careful, as if one wrong movement could end everything completely. The human heart is strange. Even when everything feels over, it keeps searching for hope. When logic says stop, the heart whispers wait. People stay for one last sign, one look, one word, one small reason to believe. But sometimes nothing comes, and that silence becomes the loudest answer of all. Standing in the rain, you realize not every story gets an ending. Some stories do not finish. They simply stop. Life does not explain why. It just moves forward, and you learn to carry unfinished chapters with you, slowly, painfully, honestly. Because letting go does not mean forgetting. It means accepting what never happened. Everyone carries words they never said. At night, those words become louder, especially when the world grows quiet, especially when rain fills the air. Rain softens the noise inside your mind. It makes honesty feel safer, as if no one is watching, as if no one is listening. That is why people feel most real when they are alone. There is no need to pretend, no need to appear strong, no need to perform. You can simply exist as you are, vulnerable, tired, real. And in that moment, you understand something important. Strength is not always loud. Sometimes strength is staying silent and still breathing. They did not leave completely, but they did not stay either. Sometimes people take their heart and leave the rest behind. Rooms remain the same, streets do not change, voices still echo, but the meaning disappears. Familiar places begin to feel distant, and while walking under the rain, you realize something important. Separation does not always arrive with shouting. Sometimes it comes quietly. No doors are slammed. No final words are spoken. Something inside slowly breaks, and deep down, you know it cannot be fixed. Not everything that breaks needs to be repaired. Some things are meant to be carried. Time passes. It always does. But some feelings refuse to move with it. They stay hidden, waiting. Years can pass, and suddenly a sound, a scent, or the rain brings everything back. That is when you understand something important. Forgetting is not real. Learning to live with memories is. You carry pain and meaning together, loss and growth in the same space. From the outside, no one sees the weight, but inside, it is always there. Quiet, heavy, real. And maybe that is why some eyes look deeper than others. The person standing nearby did not notice, or maybe they noticed and chose silence. Sometimes staying quiet feels easier than telling the truth. As the rain grew heavier, the lights blurred, reflecting on the wet ground like a double image of reality. But emotions do not accept illusions. They remain clear and heavy. You carry them alone. No one can feel them for you. No one can remove them from your chest. Understanding this changes you. It teaches responsibility for your own heart. And once you learn that, you stop expecting others to carry what only you can hold. At some point, you learn how to forgive, but returning is different. Some doors only open once. Standing under the rain, that truth becomes clear. The past cannot be rewritten, but it can teach you patience, silence, listening to yourself. Pain does not arrive without purpose. Sometimes it pushes you into growth you did not choose. Change rarely looks beautiful while it is happening, but later you understand it was necessary. You did not break. You transformed. They walked away slowly, without looking back. Looking back would have stopped them. Sometimes the right decision feels like the heaviest one. The rain watched quietly, falling without comment. Life does the same. It does not explain. It does not apologize. It simply moves forward. And you learn to move with it, step by step, breath by breath. Living does not wait for readiness. It continues anyway. And so do you. Eventually, everything becomes quiet. Even the rain stops. But traces remain on the ground, in the air, in memory. People leave the same way. They go, but they leave something behind, a feeling, a voice, a single look. And maybe that is what makes us human. Not perfection, but the marks we leave on each other. If you are silent right now, know this. Silence is not emptiness. It is understanding. And sometimes silence is the most honest answer of all.